friends, hello. I got a request to do a Q&A for a first-time customer. We are having a flood of new customers come in, and we have a great resource in our back office. But hey, Danielle, this is actually for you. You're the one that suggested this. So that's my sister, Danielle, and she tried RevitalU way back when I first began in August. And it didn't really settle right with her. She kind of experienced that her first week or so that she was just really exhausted and tired, and she stopped taking it. Hey! So, what was that? Perfect timing, exactly. Yes, so she agreed to try it again. And so she said it would be really helpful if there was just a video on like first time customer kind of Q&A, what to expect, what you should do if certain things come up. So I have a bunch of influencers on here, so if you can kind of help me out as well with maybe things that you've heard or that you've experienced with your customers, just so we like cover a broad spectrum of experiences, because we're all different. So the first thing is, my babies are sleeping in the back, so that's why I'm in the car, and you might hear a movie because Olivia's like kind of on the edge. Anyway, we'll get right to it. All right, so what is RevitalU? That's probably the first question, is what is RevitalU? RevitalU is smart coffee, and it has different supplements in it that helps you suppress your appetite. It has a thermogenic in it, so it burns that like really hormonal, stubborn fat, and builds up lean muscle in its place. It also has an energy component, so your energy is like a lasting energy, and consistent and constant, but without that crash in the afternoon. You also should not feel jittery with it as well. It also has mental clarity components. It has like a calming nootropic effect. So you just take it, one scoop, and you just take it first thing in the morning. You can mix it with anything. I do hot water. You can also do it over ice. If you're not really a coffee person, the number one ingredient in it is Arabica coffee. So if you're not a coffee drinker, which, I know that some of you aren't, you can put it like in your green tea. You can put it in grape juice. You can put it in a smoothie, oatmeal, anything, just as long as you're getting the grounds of that coffee. So like you can't, put it in like a K-cup, those disposable pods. You couldn't put the brew in the K-cup and then brew it, because you actually have to eat the grounds. So you have to ingest the grounds. So however you want to take it. Some people, they put them in those little vegetable capsules, and that's fine too, just as long as you're ingesting that. So if you're sensitive to caffeine, or really any supplements, I always say you can definitely try the whole sample pack, but my suggestion would maybe just start with a half, just because we never want you to feel, jittery. We never want you to feel like it's too much. So you can always go up, but starting out with maybe a half if you're usually sensitive is just a great way to go. The number one advice that you'll probably get from everybody is water. So we're also a 14-day reset company. So a 14-day reset of your metabolism. So in that 14 days, your body is resetting itself. It's those thermogenic, it's getting out that stubborn fat. There's antioxidants in it as well. So you are going to want to flush your system. It's super, super important, especially in that first 14 days. After that, you'll just kind of be used to that much water and you'll crave it. But remind yourself to drink water. I always tell my girls, I go to Starbucks, and if you are just getting on the coffee, you're probably there anyway every day. But instead of getting that latte, just get a big venti ice water and they'll put a scoop of strawberries in it for you. It's like 50 cents. And if you can try to drink 3 to 4 of those, four ventis is a gallon. So if you can just do 3 of those ice waters per day, it would just really, really help. Should you see weight loss? You might. It is not a for sure that you'll see weight loss in that first 14 days. Like I said, it's going to start burning that stubborn hormonal fat, but it's also going to replace it with lean muscle. So a ton of girls and guys, you know, they're like, my pants aren't fitting anymore. My skinny pants are actually falling off. And that's true, but maybe the scale doesn't change. So that's totally normal. So you might just see inches and not actual weight loss. Should you eat with it? That's kind of the other question. Should you eat with it? This varies from person to person. I personally take my RevitalU when I wake up. I wake up like at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I have that, and then I eat at 10:30. So I go a long period in between. It's however you're feeling, because some say that they have to eat with it, and that's totally fine too. It's not going to change the effects at all, whether it's going to, you know, burn that fat quicker or not. If you feel like you need to eat. And that would be some advice too, is it does have an appetite suppressant in it. And so you are going to have to remind yourself to eat. It's super important that you know, we're not starving ourselves, because that's not the point. But those things that, you know, have kind of filled you up before, they won't sound good. And so just make sure that you're having like a high protein. The point of this coffee is that you shouldn't have to think about dieting. And that's what I love about it. You don't have to consciously think about, okay, like I have to count my carbs and my calories and all of that. It's not like that. But if you're not eating, make sure that you know, try to eat. So the other thing, like my sister experienced, Angela Hull, you can also reach out to her. She had this experience. People have their first 3 to 4 days, they have a crash with it. And some cannot continue on. I always suggest just try to continue on, flood with water. Angela Hull is a perfect example of that. And she tried it before and she didn't want to continue, and then she agreed to try it again, and now she's down like over 19 pounds and doing awesome. She does lives every day, so you can watch for her journey. But that is a reality, is that, you know, like all of our bodies are so different. And so if you do experience that crash, just try to keep with it for 14 days if you can, as your body resets itself. Again, that water is super important. You know, you could also take like half of it in the morning, half of that scoop in the morning, and then like half mid-afternoon. Some people, again, we're all different. So some people sleep just fine, and then some people are super motivated and cleaning their house at 2 in the morning. So you'll have to find what's best. It's totally worth it though, just to keep at it if you can. Because the people that have experienced that, like I said, they've gotten past it. And so Danielle, keep at it. Your tub's on its way. Let's see. You guys have any suggestions? I see water. So we should talk about what to order. So if you order retail, that's just a one-time purchase. It's $49.99. And if you feel like you know, you're okay with the preferred shipment, that's just a monthly auto delivery, and you get $10 off each shipment. So it's $39.99. I always suggest just to buy it preferred, because let's say that you do cancel it after the first one, they're just going to charge you that $10 difference. So it's like you paying retail. But if you love it, you might as well just get it preferred in the beginning, so you save the $10. We also have a 30-day money-back promise. So for any reason, if it doesn't work for you, or you know, whatever that is, the company will give you your product price back. You just have to ship the container back to the company, and they'll minus the shipping. They'll reimburse you to your credit card. Lost more inches than pounds. Yes. Yay, Danielle. Yes. My sister's gonna try it again. I didn't lose weight the first 2 weeks, but now I've lost 14 pounds. Don't be just exactly, Carol. Yes. Great job. Yep, inches. Yeah, exactly. When we did our weight loss challenge, that was pretty amazing, because we did a weight loss challenge and then inches loss challenge. And I mean, I'll have to look at how many inches that we lost, but it was amazing. Hello. Hello. Antioxidants that flush. Yes. Don't forget to eat. Great advice, you guys. Exactly. Perfect. Are you clapping? Perfect timing.
Mommy.
All right. Any other things that you think a first-time customer would need to know about? Anything? Trying to think what else. If you find that your husband is starting to sneak into your stash, that happens all the time, you can do a 2-tub special as well. Or it's not special anymore, it's permanent, because we were definitely taking advantage of the promotion, so they made it permanent. So it's 2 tubs for $75 per fern. And then it ships together too, so you're saving that additional $5 or $10 for FedEx. We can, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Oh, and we have sticks as well. So if you travel a ton, it's awesome for jet lag. I've just got to say, if you travel a lot that way, or you're on the road a lot, truck drivers, pilots, flight attendants, like seriously so good. Also the restaurant industry where they're working those like crazy hours. And I've heard that it's a great hangover cure. I have heard that, so you can give your own personal testimony to that. Add cream and sugar, and it still works. Yeah, exactly, because you can have, like I have half and half every day. I never got to do that before. So yeah, half and half. I put my brew in, my full scoop, and then cinnamon right in there, hot water that mixes it up automatically, and then that half and half. So yes, and it doesn't change the effect. Exactly. And I think it was Mona that told me this morning when I posted that thing about cinnamon, that cinnamon actually is and cayenne pepper, she does that in it too. It's like it helps the thermogenic. So when she does her workouts, it just ups it so much. So that was great. And I do cinnamon every morning, but I don't work out every day, that's for sure. It's a great pre-workout as well. I've definitely... Hey, Liv, can we sing inside in just a minute? Okay, thank you. So I tried all of the, hydroxy cuts and all that stuff. That's really bad for your body. So I would try that with my workouts, and I couldn't finish my workout because my heart would just be beating out of my chest, and I would feel really nauseous, and it would just be horrible. Or I'd be okay during my workout, and then afterwards I would like almost faint. So it is not like that at all. It gives you like a nice constant up or like boost, but it's not crazy jittery, or it's not going to make you feel that way. It is pretty interesting to hear like the results too. Like I know when I did mine, I could barely do a plank. Like I would fall into my, and I would work out all the time, but I could barely just do a plank because I had no core strength. And then when I took RevitalU for the first time to work out, like I was like on my plank, and I'm like, I'm still going. Like, how am I doing this? So, and then Brady said that she trained for a marathon. And she recorded her time at the marathon for training all that time. And then she took like months off of training for running. And she took RevitalU. She went for a run, and she had beat the score that day that she did when she ran the marathon. So that was training for all that time. Anti-inflammatory. Oh yes, cinnamon is great. Yeah, and our coffee also has nettle root extract, so that helps with inflammation as well. My grandmother loves it. She has I can't say what the condition is, but she has something that makes her fingers difficult in pain, and she says she's noticed a huge difference with RevitalU in helping that pain out. So go over the ingredients in it. Yes, so nettle root extract. There's L-theanine, that's like that feel-good amino acid that gives you that nootropic effect. What else does it have in it? It's like that PEA, so that's like that plant protein that's just super, super good. The octodrine in it is that fat burner, thermogenic. There's things that help regulate. It's not going to cure anything, but it's going to help you regulate blood sugar levels. It's got, the appetite suppressant in it. I will post the link down here. And your grandmother, was kind of nervous to get my mom because she's older and has heart issues. Yeah, so heart issues, definitely not. She doesn't have anything like that, and so she is totally fine with it. So yeah, balancing for Yes. Yes. Anything else, you guys? Danielle, I'll give you the ingredients below so you can check it out. There's also that one that helps, just like that's that mental clarity component, as I'm like stumbling over my words. Yeah, the mental clarity component. And it just helps you with like memory restoration. Not memory restoration. It helps with that. Chromium for the blood sugar. Yeah, blood sugar levels. Yeah, and the chromium's an interesting one because we used to be able to get that from our food, but because we don't take sabbaticals anymore with gardening or like our farming or anything, and basically our soil is depleted, like we can't eat enough nutrients or food to even get the kind of chromium that we need. So we definitely need that supplement. A neuroscientist said everybody should drink this. Coffee makes you feel good and happy. Yes, we have lots of doctors and nurses on our team, and yeah, and as customers too. What oils? Oh, that's a good question, Danielle. So cinnamon bark oil, absolutely. Orange oil. Some people do a little bit of orange. You could do like mint, like a cacao powder and mint to make like a white chocolate mocha. You could do, let's see what else. I'm trying to think. Yeah, any of those, like peppermint. That's very good. Yes, very true. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helps your customers in their first time trying it, and just reach out to your influencer. Keep them. We want to know what your experience is. Everybody is so different in testimonials, and we literally get excited about every single one of them. So just reach out to your influencer and let them know how it's going. And if you do have those struggles, like, we'll try to find out how we can work through that. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.